Ann Davison has only been in office for a week and is the first woman to become Seattle's city attorney. So how will she impact the city moving forward? Ann Davison joins us here live on King 5 Mornings for your first interview here live on our morning show. Thanks for being with us, and congratulations on being the first woman to hold this office.
Thank you so much. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. During the campaign, you promised to restore law and order to the city of Seattle, where so many just feel that crime has gotten out of control. You want to hold criminals accountable. How do you plan to do that?
Well, certainly it is not me alone. We are in a public safety ecosystem. So the first step is to rebuild those working relationships with the public safety partners. That is a critical first step as we look at bringing communities back to where they feel safe to go to their parks, where businesses are safe for their employees, where people can walk in neighborhoods, as you mentioned, in Third Avenue, International District. It's a significant piece, and that's the first step.
And we've heard of, a lot of people saying there's this unsettling trend happening here in Seattle. Someone commits a crime, they get a slap on the wrist, then they're sent back on the streets to commit another crime, some recidivism. So how do you plan on tackling repeat offenders?
It is important. We are a society of laws, and they are the rules that we've collectively agreed upon to live by. There's mechanisms to change them if we wanted to, but the solution isn't simply to ignore them. So we do that, and we make sure we are doing it in a way, because public safety is first and foremost of what the duty is for us to do at the city attorney's office. We are there for that. So that's the way we're going to move forward.
As you've mentioned before, there is a huge backlog of cases that have not been addressed by the city attorney's office. It's one of the reasons why a lot of these prosecutions aren't happening. COVID-19, of course, having a lot to do with that. The courts were closed for quite some time. We're just reviewing it this morning. There are more than 4,000 cases piled up in your office. What specifically can you do differently from your predecessor, Pete Holmes, to address that big pile of backlog cases?
They are significant, and it is some indications maybe that it's even higher than that. And some of the factors are related to what you mentioned, and some are just operational and wanting to figure out what is it that isn't working. So to do that assessment, I'll be making a release shortly here after this. I'm going to be bringing in a consulting manner, former U.S. Attorney Brian Moran, to help me to provide an assessment of understanding the operations of the criminal division. That is specific to the backlog, because it's going to be something that we need to have operation centered and focused so that we can be that part of that public safety ecosystem of providing safety for the city of Seattle.
All right, Ann Davison, we have a lot of questions to ask you. We will hold on to those for now and have you back here on King 5 Mornings, hopefully sooner than later. Thanks so much for being with us as we address this changing city we all live in. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.